guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another crystal corner video for you guys, and today we're going to be talking about everything fluorite. But before I get to that, I wanted to let you guys know that I have actually decided to part ways with some of the smaller crystals that I have. And my reasoning is because I've been able to, throughout the last couple months, to upgrade the smaller crystals that I have to bigger crystals. So I've decided to part ways with some of my small ones that I still absolutely love, and I decided to go ahead and open up an Etsy shop. So this is my first time ever trying to sell any of my items online, and I heard Etsy was a really good place to do so. So I've actually gone ahead and opened up an Etsy shop. So I'm not sure if you're able to find me, because I did start my Etsy shop, I want to say a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, and I've already actually sold 2 items, and I'm not quite sure how Etsy works. But if you do want to find me, my crystal shop is called Anna's Crystal Shop. My Etsy account, sorry, not my crystal shop. My Etsy account is called Anna's Crystal Shop. If you guys are interested and we're looking to purchase some items but didn't know where or how, or if it's authentic, you know, Etsy is definitely the place where a lot of people go ahead and buy their crystals. Like I mentioned in my first ever video, I got a lot of comments because I was buying my crystals off of eBay, and a lot of people told me to try Etsy because Etsy is more reliable, you know, they're more knowledgeable, it's more, people find more authentic items on Etsy than what they do eBay. So I decided to go ahead and open up an Etsy shop. So just to let you guys know, I still absolutely love these crystals that I'm putting up on Etsy. I'm not getting, you know, I'm not getting rid of them or selling them because I don't like them anymore. That's not the case. Like I mentioned, I have been able to upgrade to bigger crystals, so I'm just parting ways with some of my smaller crystals. So if you guys are interested, that's live. I will link it down below in the description. I'll link my Etsy shop down below if you guys are interested on purchasing anything. Please don't feel obligated that you need to buy any of these crystals. Not at all. I am not opening it up for that purpose. I'm just opening it up to share the crystals that I love with other people because I've decided to part ways with these crystals. Okay, so now let's get into everything fluorite. Sorry, I just wanted to put the Etsy shop out there just if you guys are interested, just as an FYI to let you guys know. So now I'm gonna get into fluorite. So let me tell you guys my personal experience with fluorite. So the one main thing that I took away from when I was reading metaphysical properties and meanings of fluorite, and when I was going into some of these crystal lives on Instagram, a lot of people sell fluorite. So fluorite, what I really attached to and what really drew me to fluorite is the fact that it does not hold on to any negative energy. And guys, let me tell you, especially in our life, day to day, going to work, going to school, you know, whatever it is that you do in life, there's always some type of stress that we have to deal with. Not necessarily always, but every once in a while, or maybe all the time, you know, whatever the situation may be. A lot of people deal with a lot of stress, and a lot of that builds into negative energy and just negative thinking. So I was really drawn to fluorite because I noticed myself kind of on that spiral. I've always been kind of a pessimist, people would call me, to be honest. Not anymore, but they used to really, you know, be like, oh, you have such a pessimist like out view or whatever. So a lot of people thought I was a big pessimist, that I was always down on things or down on life, and that was not the case. It was just, the reality is like, I grew up, you know, middle class. We definitely didn't struggle, but I did not get everything I wanted. You know, I had to go to college, take out my own loans. You know, I had a lot of responsibility. I started working young. So I think in that aspect, I was I wouldn't say I was a pessimist, but I was just always stressed out about what's the next step, you know? It's kind of like when you're good and you have money and you have that cushion there, that's great. But when you come from like middle class, where sometimes you did struggle and sometimes it wasn't easy, and you have to make your own way and you have to take out your own loans and, you know, basically grow up fast, it was kind of, you know, you're always worried about what's the next step, or can I afford this, or, you know, things like that. So I just noticed that when I got out of college, I was still very in that mindset. You know, it was like, you need to find a job, you need to pay your bills, you need to pay your college loans off. So I was always very stressed out, very negative, very just kind of down on myself because, you know, it's a lot. It's really not easy. So I was very drawn to fluorite because fluorite does not hold on to negative energy, and I just always, not always, but a good amount of times I found myself in a negative headspace, and that's never good for you. That's not, you know, health wise, mentally, that's not that's just not good things. So when I read about fluorite, when I got more into it, I was just like, okay, this is a crystal I must have. So let me read you guys actually 2 items that I pulled up on fluorite, because like I mentioned before, you know, I'm just beginning with these crystals, so I'm learning about them as I go. Fluorite I've been familiar with for about a year now, so I'm pretty, you know, I pretty much know the metaphysical properties, but let me read off 2 items that I jotted down. So fluorite absorbs and neutralizes negative energies within your body and in your home. So guys, everybody needs a fluorite, because it's not only good just for you, but it's also good within the home, because you don't want negativity in the home. Also, when you invite people over, you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know if people want bad for you. So that's another good crystal to have, because it just cleanses the negative energy in the home that you can either bring in, that other people can bring in. So I think fluorite is definitely the crystal to have for negative energies just within the home and within your surroundings. So it is one of the most powerful gemstones for overall energy cleansing and rejuvenation of the aura. So that's why I'm so much drawn to fluorite, just because it's made such an impact in my life, and I've noticed that I've been more positive, more upbeat. You know, I used to always live in what's my next step, what do I need to save for now, you know, things like that. Now I'm very much so live more in the moment. So I'm very like, you know what, well, we can worry about tomorrow and that's okay, and we can set money aside and be okay, but let's also live in the present, right? Let's go have a good time now, go out with your friends, go spend that money, go on that shopping spree. You know, I didn't used to be like that. I used to be very kind of, you know, I need to save for tomorrow, I need to worry about the future, and I wasn't living in the present. So I definitely feel that fluorite has 100% help with that. And then the other item I pulled up on fluorite states that fluorite is a stone of mental order and clarity. It's used to enhance mental clarity and reduce instability and disorder. This brings a wiser, more balanced view of life and improves decision making. Again, I can 100% agree and testify to that. It definitely helps you kind of go on the right path in life. All right, so let me get into the fluorite that started it all for me. So can you guess which was my first ever fluorite purchase? I don't think you can, and I think you will be surprised. So the first fluorite piece that I ever bought in my life was this little baby tower. As I mentioned before, I did start buying my crystals off of eBay. So this little tower I bought off of eBay, just to show you, it's about the size of my middle finger, to be honest with you. So it's not that big, but when I did get it in the mail, I absolutely fell in love with it. So fluorites are known for these beautiful, rich greens and blues and purple colors. And that's what I'm really drawn to, right? If you guys saw any of my other crystal videos, you know that I'm really drawn to purples and blues and greens. So this has a lot of that variety, which I love. And you get, you know, you can get purple fluorites, you can get blue fluorites, you can get green fluorites. So that's what's really cool, is you can get these in a lot of different colors. I gravitate to the fluorites that have multiple colors in them. That's just me, that's what I like. So this was the first ever fluorite that I got, and I absolutely loved it. And when I got it, like I said, I felt the impact of it right away. So the next fluorite crystal that I got is this big, huge tower over here. So let me show you guys this up close. So again, as I mentioned, this is another beautiful fluorite that has a lot of beautiful greens and purples in it, and just this beautiful kind of marble look to it. So this crystal I also ended up buying off eBay. This crystal is about either 11 inches or almost about a foot. This is a huge bad boy. This bad boy, once I got him, another one that I kept right by my bedside because it doesn't hold on to negative energy, and I needed it. So this bad boy sits with me and sleeps with me every night by my bedside table. And then I believe the next fluorite pieces I got are these smaller pieces. So this is what's really cool about crystals in general, is that you're never gonna find a crystal that's the same, okay? Even though you're gonna, like, you know, I have 20 different fluorite pieces, but they're all different. There's not one that is similar. The patterning is different, the coloring is different, and that's what I love about crystals. Like, you can collect crystals and have one of each crystal, right? That's totally okay, totally understandable. But like me, there's certain crystals that I gravitate to a lot. Like, Fluorite is one of them. Amethyst is another one. I do have my amethyst video up already, and I think I have, what do I have, about 10 different amethyst pieces. That's just, you know, I'm just very much, the crystals I'm drawn to, I need to have them in like all different types of shapes, sizes, colors, and everything. I don't know why, but that's just me. I've become obsessed with certain crystals, and I have 10 or 20 of them, and it's kind of ridiculous. You get all these fluorites from just one account or one person. They've kind of scattered between a lot of different accounts that I've gotten these from. So I just wanted to show you guys the tumbles. So let me show you guys these like that, just because it's a bit easier to show them this way than to individually pick them up, because it's just going to be too much to pick them up. So the first type that I got were these beautiful small, let me show you guys, these beautiful little small fluorites that I got. Let me show you. I'm going to try to pick them up for you guys as best as I can, because they are small, so they're slippery. Let's see. All right, so this shape that they're in, this beautiful diamond shape that they're in, are called octahedrons. Let me see, will you focus? Yeah. So it's like this beautiful diamond kind of pyramid shape, and they're very small. And it was funny because when I did order them, I thought they were bigger. I thought they looked like these. I thought they were bigger pieces, but they're actually these small little baby ones. Ooh, let me show you guys. Yeah. So I thought they were this big, but when I got them, they were this small. But I didn't mind either, because I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I didn't mind having like different sizes in that shape, because I thought they were just so nice to look at. So then going off that, I also ended up purchasing some bigger ones, which are these bad boys. Let's see if this will focus. These beautiful ones. These are bigger fluorite pieces, and I just, I don't know if you can see the beauty of these, but so these have this beautiful aqua green color, right? So they're this beautiful kind of clear aqua, you know what? So these little ones, it's so funny because they reminded me of the Caribbean. If you've ever been to the Caribbean before, the water there is absolutely beautiful. It's this beautiful crystal clear water, and this is just what this reminds me of. This just gives me kind of Caribbean island vibes, island colors, so that's why I really loved it. And then I have this other fluorite that's also the same size, but if you guys look at it, look how gorgeous this is. It's all this different striping. So you have green in there, you have purples in there. I mean, guys, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then I've got two bigger fluorites in that same shape. I have a purple and blue one. I'm trying to show these up for you guys so you can see them. So let me show you guys. This is the blue one that I have. That's my biggest piece. And then this is the purple one that I have. That is my biggest piece. So those are what I have in the octahedron shape, and I don't know, I honestly have just fallen in love with this shape. And as you can tell, let me hold this up again, that's what the majority of my collection is these beautiful octahedrons, because I absolutely just love the shape of them. So I got them in small, medium, and larges because I can't help myself. And then the next shape that I bought is these beautiful, I don't know if you will call them palm stones, because palm stones are a bit thicker that I know of. They're pretty big, so you know, they usually take up your whole palm, but I guess you can call these like smaller palm stones. Are these beautiful two fluorite ones? Can you guys see that? Can you see that beautiful striping in there? So these are small. These are, you know, my palm is this big. This is pretty small for a palm stone, but I think that's what these are considered if I'm not mistaken. And here is the second small palm stone. Can you see, like, you can see right through that. The striping on these are absolutely amazing. You can see more of that beautiful purple and that green. So those are the two palm stones I have of the fluorite. And then the last type that I have of the fluorite on this little tray that I just showed you guys is these beautiful tumbles. So tumbles are just smaller crystals. They can be used as palm stones, right? Let me show you guys what I mean. So these are tumbles. If you guys can see that, these are tumbles. So they're kind of different sizes. Some are big, some are medium. So what I really like about tumbles is tumbles are really convenient. You could just drop them in your bag. Actually, same with those small little octahedrons. You can just drop them in your bag. Again, these are great for negative energy, so you can put it on your purse, you can have one at work. You can also, so palm stones are known as stones that you can basically hold in your palm and meditate with, or you know, just release any negative energy on, or whatever the case is. So what I really like about these is, like, if you have it on your pocket, you know, you could just rub it and just kind of release that negativity, that stress, or whatever's going on. So that's what I really like, these tumbles, and it was another item that I gravitated to. So my next purchase were spheres. Let me show you these guys. I guess let me do it one at a time so you can really see this. Do you see how gorgeous this is? Look at this, guys. Oh my god. Like I mentioned before, no fluorite is the same. Just the different patterning and striping on these are absolutely gorgeous. So I would definitely say this has kind of like a lot of blue, greenish, and purples in them. So I was really in love when I ended up seeing this sphere. I think this is about a 40 or 50 millimeter sphere. So it's not huge, right? Let me show you guys. In my palm, it's not that big. It's right in the center of my palm. But it was really nice, and I really fell in love with it, so I had to have it. And then I also ended up getting a smaller one as well. So let me show you guys this one. So this one's not focusing too well for some reason, but this is my smaller one. I think this is about 10 or 20 millimeter one. Just again, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely different. You're not gonna find ones that are, you know, the same. And what was really cool is actually the person that I got these smaller spheres from ended up making crystal bowls, and I was just like, what? But let me tell you guys, okay, because when I went into the live and she showed fluorite bowls, when she showed them, I thought they were much bigger. So let me show you guys what I mean. And to be honest, I never saw any other crystal seller on lives or whatever the case is ever selling crystal bowls. Like, they do sell bowls, but they're usually, you know, some of the more common crystals like rose quartz bowls, septarium bowls, ocean jasper bowls. You don't really see fluorite bowls out there. So when I saw that this person had fluorite bowls, done, sold. So let me show you guys what I mean. So when she was showing them up close, I thought this bowl was pretty big, but it's really not. Okay, so let me show you guys this bowl up close. How gorgeous is that? So it has this beautiful purple striping and then blue right here. So let me show you guys. Oh, I'm trying to show you the best way I can without breaking this item, to be honest. Can you focus, please? So this is the beautiful bowl she had. Yeah, it's not focusing too well, but you can see. So it's so funny because when she was showing this, right? Because, like, let's say, I'm gonna focus, maybe, no, okay. When she was showing this, she was showing it so up close to the camera that I was like, oh, this is a great bowl. This looks really nice and huge, and, you know, it was beautiful. Now let me show you guys what I mean. All right, so here's like the medium little octahedron. Like, this is how big it is. It's tiny, okay? It just fits like one of these medium fluorites. This is actually a tiny bowl, and it was so funny because when I bought it, for some reason I thought it was a lot bigger, but it was actually smaller. But again, I fell in love with it because, like I mentioned before, I'm just in love with any type of different forms or shapes of fluorite. So when I saw this, I had to have it. I mean, how cute is this? And I actually do use it, believe it or not. This is on my nightstand, and what I do is these stud earrings that I have in my ears, I usually wear them every day, and I wear them to work. I have them in this bowl so they don't like get lost or fly anywhere. So actually this was really convenient, and I do use it every day, so it was worth the money. I got right after the bowl is this beautiful blue and green fluorite. How gorgeous is this? Can you see this? Oh, so this fluorite actually has no purple in it. It's just strictly blue and green, and definitely more of a green tone than a blue tone, but absolutely stunning. Again, small. It's about the size of my pointer finger, so not that big, but absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Just a beautiful blues and greens in it. Oh, to die for. So I really love that. And then the two last pieces that I have left are two of the new pieces, so the last two pieces I have left are two of the newer pieces that I have added to my collection. So I can't remember which one I got last, so we'll just go with one of my favorites. So guys, this is one of my favorite fluorites that I absolutely love. When I saw this fluorite in this type of a shape, when she first started showing these, I was the first one to snag one of these up, because when I saw this shape, I don't know why, but it just called to me. I was just so drawn to it. And to be honest with you, even though I have different forms of fluorite and I try to collect different ones, not the same ones, I'm not gonna lie, I probably will get another one in this shape, because I was absolutely obsessed when she showed it. Look at this. Oh, do you guys see this? So this is called double terminated, and the reason why is, if you can see, there is a point on one end and then there is a point on the other end. And can we just, oh my god, can we take a moment to appreciate this? I just like can't even put this into words how gorgeous this fluorite is. Absolutely stunning. If it would focus. Do you guys see this? The patterning, the striping on this. Oh my god, when I saw this, obsessed. How gorgeous is this? So again, it has a lot of those beautiful green and purples, and I really like this one because at this end you did see, let me see if I can show you guys, but there is just like this beautiful point here that's just blue on this end. Again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up really well. You can see it like physically when you're looking at the crystal. You can see the beautiful blues on this end, but I don't know, again, if the camera is just picking it up well enough. I don't think it might be. But oh, when I saw this, guys, I had to have it. It was just so gorgeous. And just to have a crystal that has 2 points at the end, I just absolutely was obsessed and fell in love with it and had to have it. And then my last piece, which I don't know if you guys are ready for this. So this piece is actually plain raw fluorite. This is how you find fluorite in its shape. So all the crystals that I have shown you previously, the towers, the octahedrons, the spheres, all of those crystals, those have been manipulated, right? Those were polished, shined up, touched up. So those were all kind of, you know, someone had done something to them. They are natural crystal, but the shape of it, the way they're made, the towers and spheres, that's not natural. That's man-made. They're polished and all that kind of stuff. So my last piece that I got is actually a raw piece of fluorite. And guys, I don't know if you're ready for this. When I saw this on the live, another one where I was just like, oh, take my money, here you go, I need to have this. And I was so surprised because, believe it or not, like I mentioned in my video regarding Instagram lives, it can become very competitive. And again, usually the crystals you like, other people are gonna like, and the person who gets it is the person who comments this first on their end, right? So surprisingly, no one snagged this up. I was the only person to comment on this, and I was so surprised because to find a fluorite piece like this, just kind of in its raw state, its natural state. So what I mean is nobody took this piece and polished it and manipulated it. This is just a raw piece of fluorite from the rock. Hasn't been man touched. Well, it was taken by someone, right, in the mountains, in the caves, wherever it was found. But this has not been like polished or touched up. So this is a natural raw fluorite. Are you guys ready for this? Okay, we got it. So here it is, guys. This is raw fluorite. Oh my god, can you look at this? Do you see how naturally it has these beautiful square shapes? I'm gonna try to get in as close as possible. Churn this for you guys. This is beautiful raw fluorite in its natural state, not polished, not manipulated. This is exactly how you will find it if you go mining for it. How gorgeous is this piece? Absolutely stunning. When I saw this, like I mentioned before, I had to have it. Fluorite's a must. Get it. I would definitely recommend it as a beginner crystal. And yeah, I mean, I can't talk it up enough. It's a great crystal. If you guys are interested or have any more questions or concerns or comments about fluorite, please leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and more crystal videos to come.